Good evening, fam, and welcome back to my channel. So tonight, I wanted to share another exclusive with you guys. So remember that lovely interview that I shared with you guys about Warren, the white friend that was on the boat with Nolan Wells? Well, here goes another so-called quote-unquote friend of Nolan Wells. His name is Tracestin, except this one is black. Now, Tracestin previously did an interview with TMZ, a failed interview, by the way, and now he's back on another podcast interview, but this time, guess who it is? It's Officer Tatum, the Officer Tatum show again. Mr. Jigaboo, take a look.
Secret Service Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update. Tracestin Shepherd went on Officer Tatum's podcast, and first of all, why do they think that's the right platform to go on a race-baiting, racist podcast? Let's check this out.
The media activists are coming out and alluding to the fact that you may have something to do with what happened to Nolan on that day.
It hurts is an understatement. I beat myself up every night I lay down. Because in my head, if I wasn't drinking, if I didn't get into that altercation, maybe I would be able to do something.
There is something to me totally off at his body language. If you look, his arms are crossed. Now, if you talk to a body language expert, this means you're protecting yourself. Again, I see no emotion when talking about your best friend. And if your best friend's mom doesn't even know you?
So his mom got on TV, as everybody has seen, and said that she didn't know me. And, man, that can't be farthest from the truth.
So first of all, we don't know Tracestin. We've never met him. To say, best friend, childhood friend, that's a bit of a stretch.
And another thing, calling your best friend's mom a liar is the exact opposite way of supporting your best friend. This does not feel like a best friend. And both of them, Warren, Tracestin, neither of them get choked up at all when talking about their best friend. It just makes no sense to me at all why you think this is the right platform to go on.
He called me at 11 o'clock on the 4th to see where I was parked at.
He called you from the island at 11 o'clock, but he didn't arrive there till 11:15. How does that work? Now, he claims that there's no racism.
Our friend group is diverse from the max. We have a mixed guy. I mean, we had Nolan in our friend group. There's an Asian a part of our friend group. There's a Latino that they're trying to perceive as white. He's truly authentic Mexican. His parents are from Mexico. They came over legally and they did everything right, and he's been here since.
Oh, we have the most diverse group. We have one Asian guy. We got one Latino who got here in the right way. Like, what are you even saying here? Dude, that doesn't mean there's not racism. Let's look at the history of Mississippi and let's be real about what we're talking about here.
Nobody cares what color you are. So with Crump pushing this narrative, it's wrong.
Keep Ben Crump's name out of your mouth. This is the irony of it. They're saying there's no racism. There's no racism. He is a civil rights attorney. And realize they would have said the same thing about MLK.
It's backstabbing from a sense of a community that I thought I had. I come up and I speak. Now I'm the person to blame. Now I'm not dark enough for them. I'm not black enough for them.
No, you're just not loyal enough for us to Nolan. Because if you were, you wouldn't be getting all defensive. You wouldn't have come after his mom acting like she's some kind of liar. And you certainly would not be going on Officer Tatum's podcast, because clearly nobody black is listening to this podcast or agrees with this man. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world.
Y'all give it up for Secret Service Sam. Phenomenal. Man, salute to you, brother. Okay, that's our brother from another mother. Yes, he is definitely getting an invite to the cookout, because when I say Sam has been on this case like white on rice, literally, like every day, this man has not stopped talking about the Nolan Wells case. There's at least 100 clips of this man talking. And not only is he dropping clips, of his perspective and, commentary as far as like all the stuff that's happening with all these so-called friend interviews. But he's also doing live podcast interviews with other fellow content creators and stuff. And then on top of that, what I really appreciate about Sam is that he goes after everybody. He don't care who it is. It don't matter if it's his own people. He gonna tell it like it is. He gonna fight you in the comments, and he gonna tell you off on the video. Like, he does not hold nothing back. And what I really appreciate about Secret Service Sam is the fact that he keeps the foot on the back of their necks, and he don't let up either. And what I really, really love is that Sam is finally getting the recognition that he deserves. He's like an independent journalist, literally. Like, this man is a stand-up comedian in real life. Like, he's an actual artist. Like, this man does segments. He travels, he does a lot of comedy stuff. And he allowed, stuff outside of comedy on his platform. And now his platform has blew up to like over 100,000 followers. Like, this man is famous. And I really love the fact that he's not one of the quote unquote celebrities that sits in silence. Because, a lot of these celebrities, they sit in silence about this matter. A lot of them are not talking about the Nolan Wells case or any other case that's related, when it comes to justice. And what I cannot stand is the fact that people point the finger at Sam and act like he's the bad guy because he's telling it like it is. You'd be surprised how many people fight this man daily in the comments and tell him that he's a racist to his own people, but he's white. How is he racist? But anyway, first of all, let's break down Tracestin's bullshit interview, okay? So Tracestin, as you saw in this clip, man, where do I begin? First of all, there were so many red flags, like Sam mentioned. Sam nailed it. That's why I love following this man. The body language, crossing the arms, very protective. When people cross their arms, they're not very confident, they're insecure, and they feel the need to be in protective mode, as you could tell. The way that he was talking, it was just all off. You could just tell, no emotion. Same thing as the white boy, Warren. No emotion, shaky eyes, looking all around the room, trying to figure out what he's going to say. It's all rehearsed crap. I'm going to tell you that right now. Whoever is telling them to go on these podcasts and play karaoke and share their side of the story, they need to be fired, because they don't realize how much they set themselves up. And I don't know, maybe Tatum might be on our side, even though a lot of people are saying that he's very, racist rhetoric or whatever, as far as like being against his own, community when it comes to black people. He might be low-key helping us undercover. Even though he don't really care for our people, I think he's doing us a favor. I honestly do, because I'm just like, how do these boys feel so compelled to run their mouths on random podcasts like Officer Tatum? Do they not realize what they've done to themselves? That not only have you incriminated yourselves, but now you got to answer to that grand jury. That's the best part. See, what people don't understand, and I'm going to tell you that again, anything you say on the internet is forever. It doesn't matter where you go, it doesn't matter who you talk to, somebody's got a backup file on your ass. Just know that someone has a thumb drive on you. So it doesn't matter if you delete it. It doesn't matter if they delete it. It's forever. People can pull up old clips from God knows when and repost them and remix them and do whatever with them. And there were a lot of holes in his story as well. Don't know if you guys paid attention to what Tracestin was saying with his stuttering ass, but he was just literally rambling about a whole bunch of nothing. Literally, a whole bunch of nothing. What got me is how defensive he became when he was asked about Nolan Wells' mother, saying that she didn't know him. And he got defensive about it and acted like, she's the bad guy. And he was talking about it. And I said, if Nolan was really your best friend, you wouldn't be talking smack about his mother, now would you? See, that was another telltale sign of who's really your friend and who's really your enemy. And in my opinion, all the people involved are enemies. Nobody's a real friend. Honestly, I don't trust none of these Mississippi folks. I don't care how long they've known Nolan. I don't care if they played pee-wee football with Nolan. Everybody's a suspect, no matter what color. If they black, they white, Latino, whatever. And speaking of Latino, when he mentioned that their friend group is diverse, quote unquote, and there's no real racism in Mississippi, lies, all lies. We all know the history, y'all. Like, come on. I know y'all not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. I know y'all not falling for that. First of all, tell me why he would say something like that. Why would you bring that in the equation of this interview? Like, what made him say that? I don't know. I guess he thought it sounded good, but he's stupid. That boy's slow. He's slower than pond water. Clearly, the way he talks. And by saying that the Latino guy was legally over here and he has papers and all this other bullshit, I was just like, you sounding real MAGA right now. You and all your little white friends. My thing is this. Why are y'all so compelled to talk now? Why didn't y'all talk before? That's the question you need to ask. Why wasn't y'all running y'all's mouths before when this first happened? Why did y'all wait damn near to the end of the month until after the funeral to talk? It's really funny how all these people are talking, because if you look at the timeline of events, they're very strategic about these podcasts. If you paid attention, Nolan Wells' funeral was last week, right? Last week, Monday. Now, all of a sudden, they want to talk because the boy is in the ground and they think they safe. Ha! Joke. You ain't safe. Not even Jesus himself can save you from this. No. Guilty to the max. Guilty. Seriously, they're all guilty. When I say they're going to go down, they're definitely going to go down. Oh, absolutely. It's going to take some time to really build a case against them, yes. But now that we have some footage of them talking, oh, someone's going to snitch on somebody to save themselves. Best believe. They're going to play the snitcheroo game. And whoever snitches first takes the plea deal, gets immunity from the law enforcement, and they go on about their way. I guarantee you one of them is going to squeal. They're going to go to the feds, and when they go to the feds, they cut a deal with the feds. That's a wrap. But yeah, if they all don't go down, I guarantee you at least Warren and Tracestin are definitely going to go down. Because Tracestin's been really running his mouth. He's been swinging like a damn Tweety bird. Especially with TMZ. I couldn't believe he hopped on TMZ. Of all the media outlets you can talk to, you go to TMZ? The most controversial white media outlet that just loves to rage bait people? You stupid as hell for going to them. And if you don't remember what he said to TMZ, let me remind you what Tracestin said. He said, we all love Nolan. Nobody ever wanted to see Nolan die. Excuse me? Why would you tell TMZ that? And then look at this bullshit interview. Talking about his events and his role in the whole party and the whole altercation bullshit. It's just a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of nonsense at this point. I feel that everybody is playing this game of who's innocent and who's not innocent and who can defend themselves at this point. That's all this is. They're just trying to build themselves a case to say that they're innocent. It's not going to work because there's just too much corruption going on. And I really feel if they can, but I don't think they ever will get them out of there. It would be nice if the feds would cooperate with outside agencies outside of Mississippi and get rid of that janky ass chief medical examiner down there that's holding the rest of Nolan Wells' body parts from that autopsy. They need to get rid of her ass. I forgot her name. They need to get rid of that janky ass DA that sealed the records, and also that dumbass governor that looked like Peter Griffin. I call him Peter Griffin because he has glasses. He's got the haircut like Peter Griffin. He got a big old gobble turkey neck. But yeah, they just need a clean house at this point. They just need to go ahead and clean house and start getting rid of motherfuckers. But I know for damn sure they're not going to get rid of the governor. They're not going to get rid of the medical examiner. And they damn sure ain't going to get rid of that sheriff either. They need to get rid of his ass too because he's getting on my nerves. Ever since this case has been ongoing, he has declined interviews. He hasn't gave any updates. All he's been doing to reporters, from what I've seen on YouTube, he's been deflecting by saying you have to go to the DA, you have to go to the district attorney's office for official statements and all this other bullshit. It's just all smoke and mirrors. It's like everyone is pawning themselves off to somebody else for official statements, and nobody wants to take responsibility. Nobody wants to take accountability, and I'm personally sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it. But anywho, I'm just like, I'm floored. I still cannot believe what that boy said on that stupid ass podcast. I really am floored. Like, you really think that we the people are gonna really believe that you're innocent and you will have no type of involvement with them white boys on that boat? Get out of here. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Do y'all think Tracestin is guilty or not guilty? Tell me. Let me know in the comments.